Hey guys, it's Body Sketch Fitness again. I'm Tomas. Today we're going to be going over a different kind of back routine. A lot of times when I go to the gym, I hear people do mainly machine-oriented back workouts. So they'll go from machine to machine and they'll just do reps and weights on machines. A really good thing to do for your back is to introduce free weights to your back routine. And that's exactly what we're going to do today. We're going to be showing you a primarily free weight back routine. So today you're going to need a bar and free weights so you can do this routine. We are going to end it with a machine, and the two machines that you could consider are high row and seated row. All right guys, the first exercise we're going to do is called high row with bar. So what we're going to do is about 5 sets of 8, and each set you're going to increment. So you're going to do 8 the first set, increment the weight. Once you reach about the 4th set, if you can't finish 8, lower the weight a little so that you can complete 8 reps. So the first thing we're gonna do is show you guys how to do high bar row. So what you do is you get your feet about shoulder width apart. You put your hands right outside your knees. You deadlift it up to your knee. And right here, we're gonna get a side angle of me in the quarter squat position. And now from this position, you're gonna lift the bar from your knees straight to your chest. So now we're gonna get a front version. And here I am gonna be demonstrating how to do 8 reps of high bar row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, that's the first exercise, guys. 5 sets of 8. Incrementing weight. All right, second exercise is gonna be bent over row. So this one's gonna hit primarily your mid back, and the major muscle in this group is your lat. So this exercise is also gonna be 5 sets of 8. So if you feel that you can't do 8 reps at your 4th or 3rd set, consider lowering the weight again. All right, to do bent over row, it's about the same process. You put your feet about shoulder width apart. You grab the bar in the same position. Now the only difference is that I'm gonna have straighter legs and I'm gonna bend over. So a side angle will demonstrate this a lot better. So right now I'm about 180. What you wanna do is be about 10 degrees up of the 180 plane. What you're gonna be aiming for this time is your upper gut. So to do a rep, you put it up off the ground and you hit your lower gut. Basically what we're doing right here is we're just contracting the lat and the whole mid-lower back. Now I'm gonna do 8 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Like I said again, if you're having a hard time doing it, consider lowering the weight to learn the movement. And don't go too heavy that you can't do the reps. All right, third exercise is fairly important because we're gonna be doing lower back. Now in the video, we're gonna be doing conventional deadlift. Now, if you don't know how to do deadlift, or if you just have a spinal problem and you can't do deadlift, in the video prior to this, in the Insane CrossFit video, Jesse did hyperextensions. Go to that video to see what hyperextensions are, and in replacement of deadlift, you'll do 5 sets of 30 hyperextensions, all right? But for those of you who can do deadlift and don't have any spinal problems, we're gonna do 5 sets of 8 to 10 on 70% of your max. So for me and Jesse, it's gonna be 315 pounds. For our videotaper Juan, it's gonna be 225 pounds. We're not gonna do an in-depth how-to deadlift video right now, but I'm just gonna go over general tips on how to do conventional deadlift. So I'm 5'9". You generally get in a smaller stance when you're doing conventional deadlift. What you're gonna do is you're gonna put your hands right outside your knees. What you wanna do is you wanna have your shoulders directly over the bar. Now we're gonna get a side view to show you that my hamstring is slightly over parallel. so that it's already engaged. Now to do a deadlift, what you do is you're basically doing a spring action. So you're gonna lift up the bar at the same time, you're gonna open your body progressively. This is the halfway point. After this point, you're gonna close it out with your hip. And that's one deadlift. All right, so now we're gonna have all three of us demonstrate our first set of 5 sets of 10 for deadlift. All right, the last exercise for this routine is any machine that incorporates multiple portions of the back. So today we're gonna be doing seated low row. So we're gonna be seated and moving it to our stomach. Now, if your gym has a high row, you're seated and you're pulling it down, you can do that machine. Just make sure that it's a machine that incorporates more than one portion of the back. Now for this one, we're gonna be doing 5 sets of 12 at 60 to 70% of your max. For me personally, that's gonna be 150 pounds on seated row. For you, you're gonna have to work around with it, figure out what is a good weight for you to do 5 sets of 12 on. All right, thanks for watching the video. If you guys liked what you saw, leave a like. If you have any comments or suggestions, put them down below. See you next time.